Ehiorobo, Osa Abraham. I just completed my Ph.D. program here at the University of Lagos, and I emerged as the best Ph.D. award winner in the Humanities for the year 2020. Prior to this time, I had my first degree at the University of Benin, an MBA, Ambrose Ali University, MSc here in Unilag, and then the Ph.D. I think the euphoria can only be fully understood by anybody who steps into my shoes, because it's beyond words. First and foremost, I didn't even expect it, because nobody told us anything about it even in our faculty while we were preparing for the PhD. So it came as a big surprise. And you know, the joy of victory is sweetest when you least expect it. And that was what happened in my case. Because I didn't expect it, I was just doing my thing. I never knew I would emerge as a winner of the best Thesis award in the Humanities. It was shocking, I would say, surprising, when the Dean, School of Postgraduate Studies, broke the news to me. I was short of words. I just simply ran out of his office, because I didn't just know how to react, how to respond. It was a big shock. And the euphoria continues, because my name for now has gone far and wide. Honestly, no. I didn't see it coming. Just like I mentioned earlier on, nobody told us anything about how to even prepare for such awards in our department. Nobody. So I understand that maybe some other faculties where they've been winning it, they prepare for it and all that. So my own was just like something out of the blues. I didn't see it coming. I didn't expect it. I didn't know about it. So that was the more reason why it was such a big surprise, and came with so much joy and euphoria. As they will always tell us in our department, you have to fill a gap. If your research cannot fill any identifiable gap to solve a problem in the society, then it is not worth a research. My research focused on the insurance industry, and I discovered that what was mostly lacking was the adoption and deployment of modern technology. I discovered that in Nigeria, nobody in the insurance industry knows anything about artificial intelligence. So this was the area, and this is something that is the game changer in global insurance industry, especially among the developed nations, which is yet to be understood and adopted in Nigeria. So that was, I think that was what attracted people to my work, because it's novel as far as this country is concerned. Nobody has ever done any work at that level that is empirical as far as the use of artificial intelligence and other digital platforms in the insurance industry. If my recommendations are adopted, it's going to see to the rapid transformation of the insurance industry in Nigeria, not only in terms of increased patronage, but also in terms of digitalization of the industry. Here we are, we have a population of over 200 million people. But I tell you that insurance gap is about 98.3%. Yeah, it's about 98.3%. That's the insurance gap existing in Nigeria. It means that we are grossly underinsured. The vast majority of the rural dwellers and the urban poor have no insurance coverage of any type. The insurance industry needs to capture these people in the insurance net to deepen penetration and, of course, enhance their premium earnings. I always strive for the best. When I was still in my home state, which is Edo State, University of Benin, as far as you know, is the oldest in the South and the biggest and the best as far as South is concerned. Then Ambrose Ali University, just to have a taste of state-owned universities, I'm sure if you know the history of that school, is the first state-owned university in this country. So I felt, and you know, when they started, they were really doing good, doing very well, you know, academically. So I just decided, okay, let me also have a taste of that. And when I now shifted base to Lagos, of course, there are so many other schools around. And this is the university of first choice, the nation's pride. So since I strive for the best, I decided to identify with the best. The doctoral journey is actually a tough one. It's not for the lily-minded. If you are someone that is not resilient, if you are someone without patience, if you cannot absorb insult, humiliation, to go along with the rigor of the program itself, then the Ph.D. program is not for you. That's the truth. And managing relationships matters a lot in the Ph.D. program. You know, normally here in the University of Lagos, well, like in my own faculty, you will always be giving either 2 or 3 supervisors, mostly 2. And it will be tough for you on you if the 2 supervisors don't see eye to eye. As they say, when 2 elephants fight, it is the grass. It is the Ph.D. student that suffers. So, but you must stay away from whatever is the issue between them. Don't ever take sides. Don't ever be caught in the middle. And for goodness sake, don't be a talebearer. Don't be a talebearer. Otherwise, you will ruin yourself. Yeah, the academic side of it, it is rigorous. And in my department, I don't know about other departments, they really groom you. They groom you to be the best. You can imagine, before I completed my Ph.D. program, I had 20 article publications, which I think is very rare anywhere, even in the world. So, if you are not properly groomed, how do you write for international audience? You understand? I have an article that won an award. The article was published in Taiwan, but I was surprised. I got an email from the UK, you know, that they read my article, that it won, they call it the honorary membership of Roseland, you know. So they gave me an honorary membership of Roseland something by London Journals Press. So it involves a lot of hard work, a lot of patience, a lot of dedication. And try and always follow what you are told. It's because you don't know, that is why you came to learn. Whatever your supervisors tell you, do. And when you do seminar presentation, when people will definitely criticize your work, but pick the wheat out of the chaff. Because some of those criticisms are not genuine. That is one thing I came to discover. Some of those criticisms are not genuine. There are some that are just out to frustrate you, to insult you, to humiliate you, without adding value to your work. Yes, there are a lot of them like that. So you should be able to know those who are offering you genuine assistance. The only two people that have a good or a fair knowledge of your work are your two supervisors. All those ones that sometimes the 40 pages they will be giving to reverse, it is on that, in the hall that day, they will just flip through and be looking for complaint. When somebody took me on my methodology, a lecturer there told me, yes, during his own Ph.D. in a different university, he adopted something like this. And he told me he will look for the citation to back it up, which he did. He sent it to me via WhatsApp, and I used it to back up my work. You understand? There are genuine assistance. Then, critique by my supervisors. You understand? Oh, no, this thing, I don't think this thing will work this way. Why don't we do it this way? You understand? Professor Adebisi, yeah. Professor Kuye, oh, fantastic. Both of them, very fantastic. You understand? They really guided me, and I think I learned a lot from them too. When it came to APC presentation, I didn't know, because nobody really prepares you for those things. And a lot of people were going for APC in my department, and they were being bounced back. So, when it was my turn, Professor Adebisi did something which was marvelous. He organized an audience for me to make a presentation. That was just a day before my APC presentation. And I should do a presentation before them, let them assess my work. They did. They brought out some vital corrections, which I immediately imputed into my work. And lo and behold, because I had earlier sent my work out, to the APC members, my first reviewer said he was going to take me up on something, but that he discovered that I had corrected it when I was now doing my presentation. So it was an ovation. They said, oh, my presentation was fantastic. Even though it takes almost a month to know whether you pass APC or not, on the very day I did my APC, I already saw from their countenance that I was home and dry. Now, like I said, the doctoral is very expensive, so finance is a major challenge. Publication of articles, for instance, like the journal in my department, if your article is accepted, you pay as much as 35,000 to publish one article. There was one I actually published abroad, of which I paid for. I didn't know. Initially, when I started, they said it was free. But after the acceptance, they told me I had to pay a processing fee. Thank God for my elder brother, who happened to have been Deputy Vice Chancellor at the University of Benin. He actually stood solidly behind me during the doctoral journey in terms of moral and financial support. So other distractions will always be there. There are times you write, you are seeking the attention of your supervisor to read your work, whereas he doesn't have your time. I remember there was a period of almost 1.5 years I was idle, doing nothing. I didn't have anything to do. And that could rather be discouraging. Because one, you don't even know whether what you are reading is okay or not, until it is read and certified okay before you can move on. If nobody certifies it, you don't even know. That's a major challenge. Yeah, as I said, I won't want to go into the family aspect, because It takes the grace of God. For you to run a Ph.D., you are broke. Because definitely, you know, we do full time here. You are expected to leave whatever you are doing to concentrate on the program. It takes the grace of God for you to be able to hold your family together. Be you a man, be you a woman. Yeah, it takes the grace of God. So many other challenges, so many others. But as I said earlier on, with dogged determination, remain focused on what you want. Know that somehow one day this program will come to an end. And the euphoria that comes with that achievement is something you cannot really describe. There is nothing like it. In the midst of my friends, former work colleagues, even here at the university, I see now that a lot has changed. Those who used to look down on me, oh, Dr. Abraham. One mistakenly called me Mr. Abraham. Oh, sorry, Dr. Abraham. I just laughed. As I said earlier on, there are even some of your course-mates and lecturers who don't mean well for you. But those are challenges you just learn to abide with and forge on with your life. Professor Tony Bailetti of Carleton University in Canada said Nigeria has what they in Canada don't have. That we have a large number of highly well-educated and highly creative youth. They are a small country in terms of population. We have large population and our youth are very creative. But unfortunately, most of that creativity is wrongly directed towards fraud instead of how to solve problem for humanity. If you are creative, there are so many problems in our society. Direct your creativity towards solving that societal problem, and the money will come naturally. Real money comes through innovation and creativity, not through dubious means. I employ Nigerian youth. They are very intelligent. Even that creativity they devote to scamming people, if they direct it appropriately, they can create innovative solutions to societal problems with it. Some of our youth created a PayPal, which an American company bought for $200 million. That's creativity. Those are the kind of people we want. So let them direct their energies, their intellect, and their creative ingenuity towards solving societal problems rather than negative businesses that they do to dupe people of their earnings. A lot of people played very significant roles throughout my doctoral journey. As it's an academic exercise, first and foremost, I want to appreciate my two supervisors, Professor Osidehinde and Professor Oluwadara, because we are enough for their guidance, their direction. Reading through my work is not easy because it's voluminous. It's not easy for you to sit down, read through it, page by page, word by word, and make the necessary input. So first and foremost, I appreciate them. My elder brother, Professor Jacob Ehiorobo of the University of Benin, he stood solidly behind me, even during the period of my travails. Stood solidly behind me morally and financially. He didn't allow me to suffer. He didn't allow me to suffer. He wanted me to remain focused on the program. And when I became an award winner, he too was highly elated, because like his effort was well rewarded. My mother, day and night, she kept praying. You know, as an old woman, she kept praying because she was now wondering whether I was failing exams. That was why I had not graduated. And I wouldn't know how to explain to her that this is not like primary 1 to primary 2, that you pass promotion. Then when you get to primary 6, you graduate. But she's a very big pillar of support. My children too, very understanding. Like the computer guy is a computer guru. Like we want to design models. In short, he taught me a lot about that artificial intelligence, which helped me to really make a difference in my work. I learned a lot from him. When I get confused about some of those digital platforms, he is the one I will call. Oh yeah, how does this thing work? You understand? So my children played a big role too. The senior one, that one also finished his own master's just recently too. This in Unilag. That one is a chartered accountant. Then back to my department, we have very wonderful lecturers that really facilitated the process. I want to particularly mention Dr. Adebiyi, our former PG coordinator, Professor Oyatoye, who was then HOD. Wow, fantastic. Dr. Jonathan Ekudu, the present PG coordinator, and Professor Mrs. Dizin Ogbechi. Wow, fantastic woman. My classmates too. Everybody is, as far as I'm concerned, is a winner. As far as my award-winning victory is concerned, we all won together. So that's the way I see it.